It's a Wednesday night MLS Next Pro Eastern Conference Showdown. 20 miles southeast of the Queen City sits the Mecklenburg County Sportsplex at Matthews in Matthews, North Carolina, the home of Crown Legacy, who welcome one of the hottest teams in the league in New York Red Bulls to the Baby Bulls. Come into this one with 3 straight wins, but have never beaten the Legacy in their 4 previous attempts. It is a perfect night for soccer in beautiful North Carolina. Let's take a look at Gary Dicker's home side, and he has made 6 changes to the side that lost out to Toronto last time out. A big miss this week will be attacking midfielder Aaron John, who's off with the U19 US national team. Thiago Rodriguez and Dylan Singh will look to be the creative outlet for a team that's really struggled in front of goal, just 15 goals so far this season. For the away side, coach Ibrahim Sakaya makes 7 changes to the team that beat Atlanta last time out, a team with even more international call-ups, 5 to be precise, and those include top scorer Tanner Roseborough and goalkeeper Aiden Stokes, who's played every single minute for Red Bulls this season. Panamanian Rafael Moscara will lead the line tonight, with Austin Corsi between the sticks, making his first professional start in his career. 16-year-old Adri Mamedi will don the captain's armband for the very first time as well. It is a lot of changes, a lot of talent, a lot of youth on display. It should be a fun one between 2 sides who are on different scales at the moment in terms of the league standings. Red Bulls coming into this one, like I mentioned, behind 3 straight wins. Crown Legacy separated from where they are right now, 9th to 3rd, is only 4 points in the Eastern Conference, and it's a league at the moment where both coaches have said that any team can win on any given day. New York Red Bulls too are a side who were accustomed to making the playoffs, but have only been able to do so once since the start of MLS Next Pro. Certainly looking to do that this season. For Crown Legacy, they were coming off of a good run of form, but that loss to Toronto last time out certainly dampened the spirits, and now without their most creative outlet in Aaron John, who has the most goal contributions in a team that's really struggled to get those this season, will be interesting. But in this time when there are tons of World Cup qualifiers in and around, especially we'll have the CONCACAF qualifiers coming up very, very soon. Red Bulls really showing what they have done in their academy and sending 4 total players to the U17 US Youth National Team camp this week. Especially the likes of Aiden Stokes, Matthew Dos Santos, Tanner Rosenborough, and Julian Hall, all 4 of which will be with the camp. All 4 have been a mainstay in this Baby Bulls team this season. See what some of the other guys who may not have been given as many opportunities this season. As I mentioned, Adri Mamedi is somebody who's making his 10th start this season, has been a mainstay. He's donning the captain's armband at just 16 years of age. We are moments away from kickoff. Referee checks both sides. Starts his stopwatch. Momentarily, that is. And we are underway from beautiful North Carolina. Crown Legacy in their home black and blue. New York Red Bulls in their away mustard colors. Crown Legacy looking to go quickly down the right-hand side and will win a free kick. A dangerous position. Marcelo Morales is the guilty party on this occasion. An early opportunity for Crown Legacy from the set piece. Likes of Dylan Singh and Whiteholt. Some of those big bodies in there for Crown Legacy. Whip towards the back post. Now, here they come the other way. Donkor is the one who is held up this time. And it will be a free kick for New York Red Bulls. Now we will have 2 balls on the pitch, and Of course, the multi-ball principle is very important to get things back on the way, but with two on the pitch, that slows things down that little bit. Sawada playing it down the line. Here's Bendetti. Bendetti looks like he ran out of space, and Isaac Walker will get his first touches. In goal for Crown Legacy tonight. He was making his 9th appearance of the season. He had quite a few incredible saves against Toronto last time out. Spoke to him this week. The feeling of making a couple of those big saves is the equivalent of a goal in many cases, and it's the only opportunity, like that he said, goalkeepers get to celebrate. And he was very proud of that he was able to help his team stay in it. That's a hard foul by Gutierrez and Dylan Singh this time. A few hard fouls in the opening 2 minutes of this one. Gutierrez right into the back of the Michigan striker. The backline is a little bit different for Crown Legacy tonight. Jack Neely is number 39, playing right back. He's also donning the armband tonight. One of many academy graduates for Crown Legacy. It's a Charlotte Academy that really impressed over the past few years, and something that head coach Gary Dicker emphasized, that he wanted to have a bigger connection between Crown Legacy and the Charlotte FC Academy. Gary Dicker in his first season in charge. His experience of working with the Brighton U23s over in the UK. So they brought a youthful energy to a Crown Legacy side that has lowered its average age from about 24 to now in the very low 20s, about 21 average age. Steve Sawada look to throw it in here for Red Bulls. Ugandan will do it once again. 23 games last season for him, after missing most of 2023 with an MCL tear, and quickly worked his way back to full fitness. Has played in every single game for New York this season. Rodriguez is brought down. Referee looks away, and that's a nice challenge there from Micah Thomas. 9th pick in the 2025 MLS Super Draft. Coming out of UConn after 2 seasons up in Connecticut. And we will, I'm sure if that was a foul throw, don't get those very often, but it might just be a free kick. It was a foul throw. Already in the first 5 minutes here, we don't see those very often. Crown Legacy looks to go long. Here's Aiden Jarvis. Quick one-touch passing by New York. Bendetti. It's a style of play that New York has stood by for much of this season. They rank 25th in the league when it comes to successful long balls per game, which tells you they like to play it nice and short. And Legacy are pinned back a little bit here as New York tried to take control at this early stage. Everyone behind the ball for Crown Legacy at the moment. Gutierrez looks to reset. Of course, he will get his first touches of the game. Could be a little bit of concern here on the far side. Rodriguez, who was down initially, but he's back on his feet. Sawada. Played inside. Hard challenge this time. Referee looks away. Here come Crown Legacy the other way. Flicked in behind is Dylan Singh. One-on-one. Dylan Singh off the crossbar. And nicely controlled by Jarvis, and quickly New York Red Bulls go the other way. But it's won back by Neely. Switch to Forbes. Jelani Forbes. Thomas. Miss kick this time by Jack Neely. Ball over the top. Nicely controlled. Holt. Both teams coming at each other in this early stage. Seven and a half minutes in, we've already seen a great opportunity for Crown Legacy. Dylan Singh wrestling the crossbar. We'll expect a little bit of this tonight, but it is Crown Legacy who are looking for the mistakes, and can they pounce here? A long ball down the line. Doesn't find his intended target. Let's take a look at that opportunity for Dylan Singh. Rodriguez was sprinting down the right flank. Great ball in. 1v1. It's fair to say he had Corsi beat. Big early miss for the Legacy. Forbes knocked down, but referee looks the other way this time. Sakaya on the Red Bulls bench. I'm not sure we'll be too pleased with how his team's played out of the back to start this one. A few too many mistakes. His opening 5 minutes were quite strong. They were pinning back Crown Legacy early on. But a few mistakes out of the back, and now a few moments in possession for the Charlotte club. Loses out this time. Kasule over the top. Isaac Walker easily comes out to collect. Micah Thomas brought down by Bendetti this time, and defender has stayed down here. He's quickly back to his feet. See what happened there. I mean, it was a really good ball out of the back. And just a little bit too quick for Bendetti there on that occasion. It's 10 minutes in. Crown Legacy have had the better, say, only chance of this game so far. Dylan Singh wrestling the crossbar. Nicholas Whaley with you for what is an intriguing Eastern Conference match between Crown Legacy and New York Red Bulls too. Red Bulls coming into this one 3 straight wins. And they've done so in convincing fashion in the last few games. Back-to-back 1-0 wins, which you could say were a little bit scrappy, but they won both of those games after continuous pressure from both Atlanta and Columbus on those 2 occasions. They're a team that can really wear you down. Dylan Singh, a little bit of a heavy touch, loses out. Scara goes down, and it will be a free kick. Drago wasn't too happy with the decision, saying he got the ball, but Referee, a different opinion on this occasion. Both managers out in their technical areas. Both former players. Karim Sakaya, a great career with New York Red Bulls in the MLS. He was captain of the Uganda national team in his playing career. Gary Dicker played all across the UK with over 15 years, most notably with Brighton and Hove Albion and Kilmarnock up in Scotland. Both with a great focus on player development. So both have done a terrific job so far. Of course, Gary Dicker, who's I mentioned in his first season, it's something he says that he loves to give those opportunities, and no matter how young or how old or where you come from, ball played across goal this time by Bendetti is easily collected by Walker. Thomas. Rodriguez. Petrovic loses out this time. Ahmedi. Bendetti looks to play it down the left-hand side. After that early chance for Dylan Singh, Crown Legacy want to try and withstand that counter press and try and build out of the back and whatever goal you're saving for, we're all better off with Ally. Ally, the official bank of Charlotte FC. Ally Bank, member FDIC. So plays it over the top. Morales. Morales, low cross. Jarvis is there. Can he pick up on it this time? And Drago was able to pick it up, but played it out towards the right-hand side. Left-hand side, excuse me. As Red Bulls win it back in a really good position. Kasule loses it, and Koulibaly can go the other way. Koulibaly with the diagonal switch. Actually headed on by Forbes. Thomas tried to come onto it, soaring into the air, and nearly caught out Isaac Walker there. Bounce was kind to him. Drago. A white hole. Drago making just his 4th appearance of the season. To play long for Brian Romero, and the collision ended up being a free kick that goes against another one of those academy graduates. It was Morales who was involved in the collision. It'll be interesting where the creative abilities do come from Crown Legacy. They have been really solid defensively this season. 13 goals conceded, is in the top 10 in MLS Next Pro. With Aaron John off on international duty, it does bear the question on where that best and next best creative outlet will be. Aaron John with 4 goal contributions this season. Three of those coming in the last 3 games. That's a free kick won by Petrovic this time. Well, Petrovic, who making just his 2nd appearance of the season for Crown Legacy, who's been spending quite a bit of time with the first team. 14 total MLS appearances for him. He's one of the starters in their US Open Cup match against DC United. Corsi forced to clear. It was headed on by Bendetti, but there was no fellow teammate in sight on this occasion. Bendetti making his 9th appearance of the season, just his 5th start of the campaign. Did score the winner against Atlanta United too, after coming off the bench, and it seems as he has performed maybe a little bit better as a super sub. But what can be super for Crown Legacy here? Won by Forbes. So Wada has to get it clear. Can New York counter? Moscara. Beautifully switched to Morales. Donker. That one's played across goal, sliding challenge. And well defended in the end by Legacy, but it will be the first corner of the evening. Drago did pretty well there inside the penalty area. Ibrahim Kasule was the intended target on the cross, and who's had quite an incredible career for New York Red Bulls too. Only 1 goal away from being the all-time leading goal scorer in club history. Mosquera's cross. Header at the near post. Just over the bar this time. Kalu Hanso. Really good ball in. Might have actually gone off the head of Mamedi on that occasion. And Legacy looked to build slowly out of the back, but the press from New York nearly catches them out. Does. Red Bull win it. Morales from distance. Oh! Marcelo Morales with a thunder strike. In just his 3rd appearance for New York Red Bulls 2. He shows what a wicked right foot he has and finds the bottom corner. Best part of 25 yards out. New York wins it high up the pitch. And that is simply brilliant from Marcelo Morales. The Chilean, signed in the offseason. He's been working his way back through injury, but he's somebody that certainly the first team will be calling upon in the not too distant future. What a strike! And that is why New York Red Bulls 2 are sitting near the top of the Eastern Conference. What a fabulous hit. And Crown Legacy, who will now rue the missed opportunity earlier on. Good challenge this time by Jack Neely. Going up against Ronald Doka. What will the response be for Crown Legacy? I will say, when New York Red Bulls have scored first this season, they have not relinquished the lead. They have won 7 and drawn 1 when scoring first. Can Crown Legacy change that today? As it stands at the moment, they're just trying to win the ball back. Here is Morales. Up against Wyatt Holt. Petrovic wins it back. Sends it out of play. At Atrium Health, we don't just treat part of you, we treat all of you so you can enjoy those winning moments that matter. Atrium Health, the official healthcare partner of Charlotte FC. Whipped into the area, on the volley by Moscara. Just wide of the post. Moscara leading the line tonight and replacing Julian Hall. Nearly found his 3rd goal of the season on that right there. Panamanian played 20 games last season, 4 goals, just 1 assist, but this is his 39th appearance for the club. Look to make an impact, especially while his younger teammates are off with their national teams. Great ball in the behind. Moscara. But he was in an offside position. He's a little frustrated picking up the ball. Legacy have never lost to New York Red Bulls 2. As it stands at the moment, just under 25 minutes gone. That stat may look to change at the end of 90 minutes unless Crown Legacy can come up with a little bit more magic. Petrovic. On the right-hand side, balls into the area. Singh was waiting, and it needed an important interference by Kulahunsa. Renasso, excuse me. Good ball down the right-hand side. Ball whipped into a dangerous area by Romero. Okay, here, Kulahunsa, excuse me, Ecuadorian, making a crucial intervention. Taken short. Rodriguez. Romero, low cross. Sliding clearance. Koulibaly will go all the way back to his goalkeeper. Romero battling with Sawada, who can't get the ball cleared. Here's Dylan Singh. Romero. Got Thomas in the center. Look to play it short to Forbes. And the challenge from Brian Romero results in a free kick for New York. Christian Corsi, the 23-year-old who has been stuck on the New York Red Bulls bench for most of this season, making his first start. He signed for New York this season, making 9 appearances for Lexington in USL 1 last season. Played in the New England Revolution and Richmond United academies before signing his first pro contract with the Richmond Kickers. Now making his way over to MLS NEXT Pro, and hasn't been called into action just yet. See what he can do later on. With a victory tonight, New York would go level on top of MLS NEXT Pro in the Eastern Conference. Chattanooga FC, those two will certainly be battling for that Eastern Conference crown for most of the season. Goal difference separated by 2 going into tonight, so if the score stays as is, it will be just a 1-goal difference. But that was something that Coach Sakaya for New York will want to expand upon, certainly this season. They have been scoring quite a lot of goals, but maybe conceding a few too many. Dylan Singh looks to sprint onto it. Of course, he clears. Jack Neely caught napping, and said that the ball went out of play anyway. Ronald Donker did ever so well to pressure the right back. Here's Micah Thomas. Here's Forbes. Now Thomas into the area. Took a deflection. It will be a corner kick as Micah Thomas has stayed down. Micah Thomas and Jelani Forbes working together. Kolahunaso with another defensive intervention. We'll have a little bit of a delay for taking this corner kick. I think Sawada's been told he's a little bit too close. Romero will whip it in towards the near post. At the edge of the area, Rodriguez calling for handball. Petrovic, now Romero picks it up. Romero, the great block this time by Gutierrez, and the flag is up anyway. Thiago Rodriguez with a half volley at the edge of the area. Take a look at that again. Romero's cross in. Rodriguez fired into a crowd of bodies. He was the only one calling for the handball. And Romero, who was in an offside position anyway. Juan Gutierrez making a good block. Second big opportunity for Crown Legacy in this opening 30 minutes. Marcelo Morales, the only difference so far, with a fantastic strike from the best part of 25 yards to the bottom right corner. Something I think goalkeeper Isaac Walker will maybe want to have back, but at the same time, it was such a spectacular effort. Can't really fault the Crown Legacy goalkeeper too much. Petrovic looking to play Romero in behind. Shop local, shop smart, rugs.com, proud sponsor of Crown Legacy FC. Visit us today and bring home a winning look. Rugs.com, where every home goal starts with the perfect rug. Maybe a little too physical there from Bendetti this time. I'll say it was all shoulder, but the referee said otherwise. 14 minutes to go in this first half. Legacy looking for answers at the moment. Beautiful switch though for Forbes. Ronnie Forbes. And Micah Thomas. Koulibaly forced to go back. New York Red Bulls' defensive structure has worked really well in this first half. Really difficult to break down. Just a couple opportunities for Crown Legacy, albeit they've been pretty decent ones. Micah Thomas. Low cross. Romero picks up on it. Touch wasn't brilliant. And here come New York the other way. Vendetti. Skills away from Romero. Aiden Jarvis. Morales. Can we see another one from distance from him? Rodriguez wins it back for Legacy. And the casual of a back pass. They force Whiteholt out of play. Singh gets brought down by Gutierrez. And the long ball over the top will trickle all the way to Isaac Walker in the Legacy net. The temperature maybe turned up a little bit in the past few minutes. Legacy getting a few more opportunities, maybe a little bit more physical in midfield from both teams. Here's Romero. And Rodriguez. Nearly the ball was behind him. Gary Dicker on the Legacy sideline. And we have yet another foul throw for the second time today. New York Red Bulls 2 have a foul throw go against them. Rodriguez on the spin. Drago, Koulibaly. Now Whiteholt. Once again, structure for the Red Bulls has been immaculate so far. So difficult for Legacy to even play in and around them. So no space for the midfielders to operate in. Nikola Petrovic in midfield, number 23 for Legacy, is just surrounded in yellow shirts. Good switch for Romero, looked to play Neely in behind. Of course, he forced to clear, but not the best left-footed clearance on his weaker side. 10 minutes to go in the first half. Can Crown Legacy level it up before the break? Be a New York Red Bulls throw here. Despite Rodriguez's claims. It's a perfect temperature tonight for some soccer. It's about 80 degrees. Here's Thomas from distance. Oh! And the referee said Corsi got a touch to it. Both teams trying from long range, and it seems that Micah Thomas wasn't too far away. Lets it go, and I think it did require the touch from Austin Corsi. His first save of the night. Also first save as a member of the New York Red Bulls. Romero's cross, that one's to the back post. Ball is loose in the middle and headed over the bar. Over the Red Bulls player, it will be a corner from the opposite side. It's headed back into a dangerous area by Drago. See, Holt and Singh were in there. And there will be an opportunity from the right-hand side this time. Only Forbes will take. With Romero short. He went short last time. Forbes will whip it in. The header is there from Dylan Singh. Didn't get the right connection and it goes wide. It's a good ball in from Forbes and it's a free header for the 24-year-old. Should have done better. Oh, here's the press from Rodriguez. Of course, he nearly caught out. And now New York try to go the other way. Kept it in play. Legacy players stopped. The second ball wasn't good enough, and it was won back by Udrago, and he was then fouled. Chaotic few seconds there as Rafael Mosquera is the one who will have to take the blame. I would say playing to the whistle is of utmost importance, something that these guys are drilled into their heads since they were very young, and I'm not sure head coach Gary Dicker would have been too pleased with Neely there. As he gets the ball stripped away from him. Here is Bendetti, one-on-one, plays it across goal, and there it is. Kasule with the tap in. And is now the all-time leading goal scorer in the history of New York Red Bulls 2. Six minutes from half-time, and New York are up by 2. Jack Neely gets caught on it. Good ball in behind for Bendetti, who unselfishly plays it across goal. And Ibrahim Kasule, the Ugandan, makes it 25 goals for New York Red Bulls 2. And he stands alone. What a moment for him, the 21-year-old. And all that hard work for Crown Legacy to try and get an equalizer before half-time. The job is now that little bit more difficult. What a moment for Ibrahim Kasule. In his third season with New York Red Bulls 2, making his 52nd appearance for the club. An incredible goal return. Maybe an opportunity for Crown Legacy. Dylan Singh wins it. Really good defending, and Romero wins a free kick. Kalahunaso is the guilty party. A critical free kick. An opportunity for Crown Legacy. 4 minutes from half-time. Plenty of options in the center. It will be Rodriguez. That one's low. And Corsi was called into action and made the reaction save. And Mehmedi forced the corner. Cross went right through the wall, it seemed like. And Austin Corsi had to be aware. The corner's taken short. Forbes will cross it in. And did take a deflection on its way through. It'll be yet another corner. set piece. Every single one becomes more and more important. Forbes will whip it in. Corsi comes to punch. On the volley, it's in! Thiago Rodriguez from the edge of the area cuts the lead in half. Crown Legacy are on the board and backfiring. It's Thiago Rodriguez with his first goal of the season. Corsi did well to come with the punch, and the first time ever from Thiago Rodriguez. After missing most of 2024 with an injury, grabs his second goal for the club, and it was just his fourth appearance of the season. And the grand story of the game, a very vital goal. Both coaches said this would be an attacking showcase, and it certainly has proved to be so. 3 goals in the opening 43 minutes. And the Brazilian Rodriguez with a vital goal just before the break. Not well dealt with by Neely. That one low cross. Kulese off the post. Isaac Walker was at full stretch, and it was nearly a third for New York. Definitely want to take a look at that one again. Another careless mistake out of the back by Crown Legacy. And Kasule rattles the woodwork. The post is hit for the second time tonight, the first by Dylan Singh in the opening 10 minutes. Singh flicks it behind, and a tangle between him and Kalahunaso end up just being a goal kick. Dylan Singh wasn't too happy with the referee as he felt he was blocked in his path. Should have 2 minutes of stoppage time to end this first, what has been an incredible half. Still enough time for possibly a legacy equalizer. Jelani Forbes wasn't too happy to get back up and running as Vendetti ran into trouble.
The official has indicated that there will be a minimum of 2 minutes of stoppage time added to the end of the half.
Final 120 seconds of a great first half. Forbes. Singh with the header! It's 2-2! What a turnaround for Crown Legacy! That was a pure striker's header from Dylan Singh, and we're back where we started with a minute to go in the first half. Forbes with a brilliant cross in, and the header, the ball was slightly behind him. Dylan Singh, but he adjusted himself brilliantly. And all of a sudden, New York were up by 2. 4 minutes later, it's 2-2. Second goal of the season for Dylan Singh. He scored the 4th goal in the previous meeting between these two teams all the way back in August. What a time to grab that second goal of the season. how a mood can change. Oh, that's a mistake out of the back. Oh, and it nearly goes in. Rafael Mosquera tried to capitalize on the poor back pass. Yet another mistake out of the back. And to say, Isaac Walker did really well to get off his line. Mosquera happily back to his feet. Inches away from taking the lead back for New York. It seems like Marcelo Morales was given a yellow card.
A yellow card has been issued to New York Red Bulls number
Maybe
14,
the aftermath of that challenge, but now over the extra minute that we were promised. And Legacy, can they take the lead before the break? Petrovic is fouled, and we will have a free kick in what is now going into the 49th minute of this first half. We were promised 2. We're getting a little bit extra. Who can say no to some extra soccer? Crown Legacy, who incredibly have an opportunity to take the lead. Romero's cross. Corsi comes to punch. Koulibaly was up there. And there will be a foul this time called against by Koulibaly. And that, you would think, will be that. And it is. What an opening 45 minutes of MLS Next Pro action was that. New York Red Bulls were cruising. They were up 2-0 thanks to Marcelo Morales and Ibrahim Kassoule. Crown Legacy fought back and scored 2 goals in the space of 5 minutes to level things up. It's been a brilliant game, and at halftime it's Crown Legacy 2, New York Red Bulls 2-2.
If I got it, then I bought it. Take a bite, 'cause I want it. And I know I got the taste for the cake, and I take what I make and I flaunt it, flaunt it. Got diamonds on my necklace, I live how I like, so looks is getting reckless. I'm feeling myself, and you can't break my vibe. I'm feeling myself, and you can't break my vibe. You can't break my vibe. You can't break my vibe.
Action.
What an opening first 45 minutes. Crown Legacy 2, New York Red Bulls 2-2. It's been quite an incredible opening 45 minutes. The first half highlights and a look at our upcoming schedule are later, but first, April Marie Aguilar headed to North Carolina to visit with U.S. Soccer Hall of Famer and North Carolina native Eddie Pope.
Thank you for joining me. I'm April Marie Aguilar here in High Point, North Carolina at the brand new state-of-the-art facility, the Go Forth Elite Performance Center with Carolina Core FC. And today I'll be speaking with a legend, Eddie Pope. How are you doing today?
I'm well, thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you so much for joining me. But I want to mention, with the club in its second season, how do you continue to push the envelope in order to achieve the desired result?
It's just working every day, working hard every day, making sure the players are working hard every day. Trying to make sure that we look a little bit before, a little bit beyond, the next day and the next day. Try to have a little bit of a vision, setting goals that are out in front of us, trying to achieve those goals, making sure the players are achieving those goals, as well as the coaching staff.
And how does the mind of a former U.S. soccer legend translate to that of CSO?
I think just for the most part, just trying to make things better than I had them. So I'm thinking about all the little bit of pitfalls that I may have gone through, whether that's on the field or off the field, trying to make things easier for players, try to give players advice on the field. So sometimes it is putting on the cleats and going out and trying to disseminate the information that I had as a player and moving that on to them. So I mean, those are some of the major ways. And then obviously trying to perform at the best of my ability as a CSO, as sometimes a coach, but then making sure that they have something like this, a training facility where they can apply their trade.
So I'm told you're the first to arrive and the last to leave. How does that level of commitment contribute to the success of the organization?
Yeah, I think just making sure that I'm setting an example for our coaching staff and our players. Sometimes the players leave after me, sometimes they're here before me, same thing with the coaching staff. But I think that something like that can be contagious. I think it's important, especially when a club like this is in the second year. We're just getting started. So we need to make sure that at a minimum, we're working as hard as we possibly can.
And I just recently visited the National Soccer Hall of Fame, where you've been inducted. Despite that, you seem like a very, very humble individual. So how does somebody at your level stay so grounded?
For me, I think it's the game humbles you at all times. So the second that a player or anyone becomes a little bit haughty, the game will humble you. On the field sometimes, off the field sometimes, as a CSO, as a coach, where you might lose a game that you should have won. Soccer has a strange way of doing that for everyone.
And earlier today, we had the opportunity to attend practice. I saw you taking some forwards aside and, giving them some pointers. How does somebody with your experience not only instill what you know, but at the same time inspire them throughout the process?
Yeah, I think players are interesting, right? Players, obviously I was a former player. One of the things that they do pay attention to is where you've played, what you've done. So I think, we've as a coaching staff and myself, we've checked that box. Our players are very attentive. They're like sponges. They like to listen. At the MLS NEXT Pro level especially, that is a developmental league. So players are trying to develop, and it's our job to make sure that we're helping them through that process. So I try to take some of my past experiences, some of the things that I've gone through, like I was working with a forward, so I'm trying to tell him, hey, here are the things that I don't like that forwards do as a defender, and making sure that he understands those and that those are just options for him to choose from. He's not a robot, but just trying to help him unlock other defenders. And so we try to pull guys aside at times and work with them.
So that's the knowledge that you teach out on the field. What is something that you're instilling in them outside the pitch?
I think so. For us, one of the things that we do have is a player development program where we will teach them how to handle their finances. We have them, our captains and a couple of other players, going through a leadership course through a company that works with the club. Sometimes we'll do some fun things like cooking courses because they're young.
Right.
Most of them are bachelors, so to help make sure they're eating properly when they have the opportunity to cook for themselves. So we try to do some fun things off the field as well. And then I just think tactically, a lot of them are super young. The game changes so quickly that we try to sit down with them and help them understand tactically, not only just the game in general, but especially what we're trying to do.
At this point in time in your career, what is something that you ultimately hope to be remembered for?
That's a good question. I think just someone who worked hard, someone who believed in U.S. soccer, American soccer, someone who's wanted to really help grow the game here. Especially now being in the position that I'm in and helping to develop youth players and push them onward to MLS and hopefully the national team and maybe even other national teams, moving them on to Europe as well, but especially growing the game here in the United States.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate the time.
Thank you so much.
Action. attracted. I'm hanging on like a fridge to a magnet. It's a jigsaw with all the right pieces. You and me, we go good together. You and I go good together. You and I, we go good together. We go good together.
Welcome back to Matthews, North Carolina. The halftime score between Crown Legacy and New York Red Bulls, 2-2. We will look ahead to the league's upcoming schedule in a moment, but first, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So Real Salt Lake star Diego Luna shared a bit of his journey this season and what he has implemented to stay mentally strong. Take a look.
Diego, have a good game tonight.
Throughout this year, my performance has not been where it's supposed to be. And I think a lot of that had to do with where my head was at and the things I was dealing with. I started with a therapist. That notebook just has everything we've been working on with my therapist. It has affirmations, breathing exercises, power poses, things to just think about to get your mind in the right place. From there, it's just been good. Like, I've just felt better. I've been able to just be myself, enjoy the game more, and I think that notebook is going to continue to help me. Of course, I have my affirmations here, and I just read them in order down through the whole page, and there's not really one that, you know, sticks out to you, but it's all just about getting your mind in the right place and realizing how blessed you are and that you're okay no matter what. I have what it takes to create the life I want. I am successful. I am talented. Money flows well in my life. I'm healthy and strong. I'm healing all areas of my life. Everything always works out for the best. Remember to stay positive. Today is a great day for success.
If I got it, then I bought it. Take a bite, 'cause I want it. And I know I got the taste for the cake. And I take what I make and I flaunt it, flaunt it. Got diamonds on my necklace. I live how I like. So looks is getting reckless. I'm feeling myself and you can't break my vibe. I'm feeling myself and you can't break my vibe. You can't break my vibe. You can't break my vibe.
Action.
Well, the Pups are at the pitch tonight in Crown Legacy's annual event with the Dogs at the field. Their team, well, in the first half, it was quite an interesting one. They were forced to chase the game. Let's take a look at those first half highlights between Crown Legacy and New York Red Bulls. It was a difficult opening 40 minutes or so, really, for Crown Legacy, and it started off with a thunderous effort Marcelo Morales from 25 yards out finds the bottom corner, and it didn't get much better for Crown Legacy. A mistake out of the back by Jack Neely leads to quick counter-attack. Down the right-hand side, Bendetti, he plays it across goal. Ibrahim Kasule makes it 2-0. Crown Legacy had to chase the game, and, well, in the 42nd minute, they started making the most of that chase. Thiago Rodriguez on the half volley first time, cut the lead in half, and then in the first minute of stoppage time, great ball in from Forbes and an even better header from Dylan Singh to level things up. Let's take a look at those first half stats. It was a really fascinating contest, especially with New York going up so early and then doubling the lead, and both of their shots have gone on goal. Crown Legacy have had more shots, but they've also had 6 corners to New York's 1. It is a very even game. Both teams have been really, really good in this game. It'll be really interesting to see what happens in the second 45. Let's take a look at the upcoming schedule. This is one of 2 games going on today. The game in St. Louis has had a weather delay, but on Friday, Atlanta United and New York City FC will take each other on. It should be a really interesting one there in the Eastern Conference. Yeah, and also, don't forget Chattanooga and Inter Miami will play on Saturday. That is going up against the top of the table clash there. Chattanooga FC, who have been flying to start the season. Games on Sunday as well. Lots of action in MLS Next Pro. We're moments away from the second half. From Matthews, North Carolina. Crown Legacy certainly we're looking to play fetch towards the end of that first half, and they found their bone and will look to carry it into the second half. We are underway for the second 45. Beautiful North Carolina. We saw this in the Champions League final. PSG, who kicked it right into the corner from the start. And New York Red Bulls look to do the same. Nicholas Whaley with you. What has been an intriguing and entertaining game so far from the Mecklenburg County Sportsplex at Matthews. Just 20 minutes southeast of the beautiful city of Charlotte. Morales playing it over the top. Mosquera deflects it off of Wyatt Holtz. It will be corner kick, the second of the night for New York. No changes to report from either side. Both teams with a similar amount of talent on the bench otherwise, anyways. Mosquera without swing. All the way to the back post. Oh, referee waves away the appeals. And here come Crown Legacy the other way. And that will be a foul against Thomas. That was Juan Gutierrez who was brought down in the penalty area. And there will be a yellow card for Micah Thomas. First yellow card of the evening for Crown Legacy.
Number 24, Micah Thomas.
Marcelo Morales was the only yellow card in the first half for New York. It was right towards the end, about the 48th minute. Interesting how this chess match unfolds now. Eventually we'll get the throw in done, as Sawada has been told he needs to walk a few steps back. Rodriguez. Jarvis won it back. Koulibaly sends it towards the stand. Mosquera. Deflected out of play will be another Red Bulls throw. We've slowly but surely working our way towards the Crown Legacy net. Zawado with the long throw this time. Bouncing around in the area, cleared away by Ouedraogo. Seeing Gutierrez battle for it. And both referees haven't made a decision, and then the decision is made that it will be a Red Bulls throw. Finally, Crown Legacy get a throw-in of their own on the far side. Well, actually, the referee has decided it actually is a Red Bulls throw. Crown Legacy will still wait to get the ball back. Mehmedi. It will happen again. Petrovic. Misclick by Romero. Now Legacy can try and go the other way. Petrovic plays Singh behind. He's got space ahead of him. He's got Romero coming, and he tried to play Romero in. Dylan Singh electing to be unselfish, and maybe he should have gone for goal. Lots of space. New York completely exposed. Gutierrez did well to block the cross. Yet another corner kick for Crown Legacy. At their 7th of the evening. Forbes was the one who got the assist for Dylan Singh. He'll whip it in. That one all the way to the back post. Drago's header, his shirt was getting tugged. It came off of a Red Bulls player last. Romero will go and retrieve for the corner kick. Red Bulls, who when scoring first, 1-7, drawn 1. As it stands, that will go to 2 draws. They've yet to lose when scoring first. An opportunity for Crown Legacy to take the lead from the corner kick just 5 minutes into the second half. To the near post. Sule heads clear. Koulibaly will reset back to his goalkeeper. Walker back the other way. Singh controls. Austin Corsi will come and collapse on it. The New York Red Bulls, who have been scoring freely. So 6 goals in their last 3 games in those 3 wins. Only conceded 1, but they've conceded 2 today. The flag is up for offside against Rafael Mosquera. In that previous game against Atlanta, Coach Sekaya said that 20 minutes when we started, we played well, but then we lose a little bit of our concentration until half-time, and then in the second half, the guys had a different energy. See what the response is. One ball over the top. Corsi doesn't come to it, and then he does. Forbes couldn't reach it before the goalkeeper. A bit of hesitation there. The 23-year-old. In his first start for New York. Signed in the off-season. With Aidan Stokes, the regular goalkeeper, off on international duty. Played every single minute for New York this season. Made 3 clean sheets. Big shoes to fill for Austin Corsi, and fair to say he hasn't really put a foot wrong despite the scoreline. Same can be said for Isaac Walker, who has really held down the #1 spot, making his 9th appearance tonight. He really struggled last season with injury. And 2023 was also the first choice. A little bit on the older side of 24. Don't forget, he did play 5 years of college. Taking more of a leadership role this season, he said. Runs over the top this time. Gutierrez couldn't get the right connection to clear. Now New York go the other way. The game is completely stretched. End-to-end stuff. Mosquera. He's got Morales running through. Can Morales get there? He's brought down. Penalty. Brought down by Jack Neely. It was a great ball in behind. And all of a sudden, New York have a chance to take back their lead. Koulibaly pleading the case. Looks like Kasule. Look to grab his second goal of the night. 4th on the season. "54 minutes gone. What has been a chaotic, entertaining game. Ibrahim Kasule, 25 goals for New York Red Bulls. The all-time leading scorer makes it 26. Cool as you like from Ibrahim Kasule. And it's 3-2 New York.
New York Red Bulls goal in the 55th minute, number 82, Ibrahim.
That was the foul on Morales. Jack Neely, who hasn't had a brilliant day today, sending the goalkeeper the wrong way. Kasule makes it 2 on the night. 3-2 New York. What a game. What a contest. Even in the last 5 minutes, it has been completely open, end-to-end stuff. But now Crown Legacy once again have to play from behind. Oh, wow, they're going to say that's going to be a throw for New York. Didn't really seem like from my vantage point that took a deflection off a Legacy player, but now New York can have the ball back. Switch to play already. Suwada. Here's Morales. He doesn't get an assist for winning that penalty, but certainly it was a great run into the penalty area. Isaac Walker being chased down by Bendetti. Drago. Nicely away from Bendetti. Now here's Forbes. Now Singh. Rodriguez on the overlap. Cross into the area, whistle goes. And that will be a foul, I believe. Well, actually, it'll be an offside. Against Crown Legacy. Good counter-attack, though, especially down that left flank. Actually, Micah Thomas, who was carrying the ball down the left-hand side. Dylan Singh, who's playing a little bit more, playing on the left of that front two with Thiago Rodriguez. Those two both on the score sheet today. And that'll be a foul on Drago. Now's when game management may start to kick in for New York. Maybe didn't expect to get back the lead so quickly in the second half, but now look to control the game, which such an important aspect, even at the next pro level. Something that both coaches will look from their players. Here is Morales. Mehmedi, Kasule, ball didn't get to him. Bendetti stayed in off the corner flag. Jack Neely sliding in. Referee plays the advantage. Isaac Walker couldn't keep it in. We've seen a couple interesting things today. We've seen 2 foul throws from New York, and now we've seen the ball kept in off the corner flag. Will be a corner kick now for the Red Bulls. So it's an entertaining game. The 3rd corner of the night. New York taken by Mosquera. Without swing. Headed clear by Koulibaly. And that will go out for a goal kick. Still no changes for either side, and no sign just of yet, but Singh being played in behind, and the collision between him and Gutierrez left both on the floor, Corsi as well. In behind by Koulibaly on that occasion, and then a collision between 3. Referee rightfully so calls a halt. Lets you know that Cambridge is getting ready to come in. Crown Legacy. There is confirmation of that substitution. Off comes Ronnie Forbes, who only played 45 minutes in his first start of the season against Toronto. Brandon Cambridge will take his place. His academy career with the Vancouver Whitecaps. Obviously, he's had a plethora of MLS experience. Put down for Crown Legacy. I believe that's Mosquera. And he's remained down, and referee will call a halt here. And clutching his face is the Panamanian. So we'll see what happened. To him, he's back on his feet. Collision between him and Drago. Have a drop ball to restart play. Also have a substitution momentarily for New. Excuse me, not just of yet. Mosquera will hopefully come back into play, but as he does now, New York back to full strength. And here they come the other way. Long ball over the top. Donkor running onto it. Isaac Walker wasn't sure whether to come out to head or to wait for it to come into the box. Whatever goal you're saving for all better off. We're all better off with Ally. Ally, the official bank of Charlotte FC. Ally Bank, member FDIC. Dylan Singh comes into a little bit of trouble. Morales forces the throw. Sam Morales, who came into the season with an injury, but his head coach Ibrahim Sakai said he started coming back. There's a long way for him, but we expect that he will become a good player for us. He has all the qualities, but we're just going game by game with him. And for an undisclosed fee for Universidad de Chile, his home club, who's signed a deal till 2028. Rodriguez with the effort, blocked by Gutierrez. Back nicely. Legacy can't capitalize on this occasion. Cambridge nearly wins it off of Gutierrez there. Koulibaly, Romero, over the top. Cambridge just couldn't get the right touch and lost his footing. Another opportunity missed for Legacy. Brandon Cambridge got himself into a really good position. Made one appearance so far this season in Next Pro. Look at that again, Romero, great ball over the top. Just took a bit of a bigger bounce than he expected. Have another substitution for Charlotte momentarily.
A Crown Legacy substitution
Rocket.
in the 66th minute.
Ritarita will come into the game. Brian Romero will exit. Academy prospect for another. Ritarita, who scored off the bench against Cincinnati 2 at the end of May. Briefly spent time at Atlanta United, their academy system, before moving up to Charlotte. Making his 9th appearance of the season. He's already scored 2 goals for the club this year. See what he can bring off the bench. Long switch, Morales read it well. Koulibaly wins it. Always wins it back, however. Kasule gets fouled. Patrick needs to be a little bit careful running into the referee like that, albeit it was by accident. Atrium Health, we don't just... Oh. Here down the left-hand side, Ritarita. Gutierrez wins it back off of him. Jarvis will hold it in the corner. So we're able to get away from there. Morales. Kasule on the turn. Here's Dunker. Ronald Dunker. Shot from the area. Oh, another fantastic goal. Bendetti with a fabulous hit. And New York have their 2-goal lead back. 8 minutes past the hour mark. What a game. 4-2 now in favor of New York. And they've had 2 fantastic goals today. Bendetti with his 3rd goal of the season. Dunker did ever so well to play the ball in. Acres of space for Bendetti. It's his 2nd goal in the last 2 games for New York. First time he scored when he's been a starter for New York this season. He's been brilliant off the bench. 2 goals and 2 assists. But now grabs his 3rd goal in fine style. And now the mountain to climb for Crown Legacy is that ever bit taller. Doing a free kick on the near side, and Cambridge is brought down. Rodriguez's cross to the back post is a little bit over everyone. It'll just be a goal kick. We should have 2 more substitutions momentarily. At Atrium Health, we don't just treat part of you, we treat all of you so you can enjoy those winning moments that matter. Atrium Health, the official healthcare partner of Charlotte FC. Cambridge. Neely. Lovely ball at the top for Cambridge. Low cross. Bendetti can get his team forward as far as Holt. Rodriguez on the spin. Brandon Cambridge. Still going, Cambridge. Ran into trouble. Morales wins the throw. And here we will have the substitution. We'll have those substitutions momentarily. Then ready, yeah, we believe Jamie Smith will be entering.
A Crown Legacy FC double substitution in the 72nd minute. Leaving the match, number 55, Baye Koulibaly.
Actually, excuse me, it's
and entering the match,
Ives Chayep will be one of those subs, as well as Andrej Subotic.
Also
Coming to the contest, substitution as well for New York Red Bulls.
Neely, and entering the match, number 44, Ives Chayep.
Coming into the contest for New York, Copeland Berkeley. Confirmation of those substitutions momentarily.
Also, a New York Red Bulls substitution in the 72nd minute.
Has been Daddy.
Number 65.
Koulibaly was the one who made way for Crown Legacy.
45, Copeland Berkeley.
Dunker. Mehmeti. Jack Neely was the other one who made way for Crown Legacy. Confirmation there. Kasule wins the corner. Just the fourth corner of the evening for New York. 4 goals to 2. Quite an incredible scoreline. We started with Marcelo Morales, 20th minute. And Ibrahim Kasule making it 2. About the 40th minute. A little bit of a conversation. Top of the penalty area. Referee not liking what he's seeing. That one's all the way to the back post and nearly kept in as the advertising hoardings get a little bit of a kick. Petrovic. Holt. Long ball in behind. Singh is onto it. Here is Dylan Singh. Got Cambridge in the middle. Ball got stuck underneath him a little bit. Up against Gutierrez. Still Singh. Twisting and turning away. Subotic from distance. Corsi punches. And Red Bulls clear and go the other way. Dunker. Mosquera. Still Mosquera. Kasule will calm things down a little bit. Chaotic few minutes for both teams. Red Bulls will win a throw on the near side. Shop local, shop smart, rugs.com. Proud sponsor of Crown Legacy FC. Visit us today and bring home a winning look. Rugs.com, where every home goal starts with the perfect rug. Berkeley loses out this time. Beautiful switch to Cambridge, who couldn't control his first touch. Just hasn't been with him since he's come on. Rodriguez. Subotic. Ridorita. These substitutions make a difference for Crown Legacy. Can they get back into this one? Just under 14 minutes to go. They scored 2 in the space of 4 minutes to end the first half. Could there be late heroics once again? Giant. Now Cambridge. Giant. Rodriguez. Side for Legacy. Rodriguez. Cross to the back post. Too much on it this time. Rodriguez, who got things going for Crown Legacy in the 42nd minute. It's been a terrific game. The second half maybe killed off by that second incredible goal by Nguyen Bendetti. Red Bull's just cruising at the moment. The game can turn it on its head. It did in the first half. Who's to say it can't happen again? Here is Bendetti. Morales. Headed out by Holt. 11 minutes or so to go. 2-2 was the halftime scoreline. New York have pulled away in the second half. First a penalty by Ibrahim Kasule. And then Nguyen Bendetti, excuse me. A fabulous hit from 30 yards. Great one-touch football from New York. That's to the back post. Drops to Aiden Jarvis. Morales. He was in an offside position. Ball in behind, Mosquera running onto it. So Christian Gallagher is getting ready for New York on the sideline. Into the fray for. Morales, good switch. Is Bendetti. Takes the green space ahead of him. With that 2-goal scoreline, looks like New York Red Bulls will go top, based on the fact that they've scored more goals than Chattanooga FC. Jarvis. Everyone wants to take a strike from distance tonight. That'll be a foul that goes against Crown Legacy.
A New York Red Bull substitution.
He will have the substitution. Christian Gallagher comes into the game, and after a great shift from Rafael Mosquera, he will exit. Christian Gallagher, the 17-year-old, making just his 6th appearance of the season. Joined the club at U17 level fall of 2023. In his first pro season, he's been a reliable substitute for head coach Ibrahim Sakaya. Aiden Jarvis. Sule is brought down. Red Bulls still have the ball. Jarvis. Touch was a little heavy. Bendetti. Lovely one touch between him and Jarvis. Ooh, and Bendetti putting on his dancing shoes, but ran out of room. 7.5 minutes to go. There is still time for Crown Legacy to at least grab one and make it a very interesting final few moments. Need to come up with it soon. so well at winning possession in the final third. They're 9th best in all of MLS Next Pro. Haven't really been able to do so much in the second half, with New York perfectly comfortable at sitting in this low block. Here's Wyatt Holtz. Long ball over the top. Cambridge runs onto it, but it was a little too far away from him. We'll see. We'll tell his team to go forward and boots it up. Flag is up for offside. And Rodriguez made a collision. So have a substitution momentarily. Timothy Logan will come in for New York soon as he's getting ready. Rita wins the free kick. And now an opportunity from about 25 yards out for Crown Legacy. Andrej Subotic stands over the free kick. It'll be a 4-man wall for Austin Corsi. Subotic with 2 goals on the season. Substitute. Subotic got a bit under it. 5 minutes to go. Make it back-to-back losses if the score stays as is for Crown Legacy. It will mean that now remain in 9th place in the Eastern Conference after winning 3 their previous 4 games before their loss against Toronto. Certainly a little bit of a disappointing opening half of the season. Still a lot of games to go, however. And if there's anything to judge by this game, is that their attack is certainly not the issue. They have other players, even with Aaron John, their top creator, off on international duty. Dylan Singh muscling his way through. End up being a goal kick. And here is the substitution. Nguyen Bendetti will take his curtain call. Timothy Logan will take his place.
Number 74, Timothy Logan.
He enters the contest, making just his 2nd appearance for New York this season. He'll play a total of 26 minutes pro level, but another great opportunity for a young player. Academy graduates in this team. Certainly seeing with how many of the New York Red Bulls, especially at the U17 level, who do have played big minutes here in MLS Next Pro and are now getting the call up to the national team. Always promising for any talents coming through, and knowing that they have the opportunity to play professional soccer at a really high level. Morales down the sideline. Good control by Ronald Dunker. Kasule. Here is Logan. Plays in, Dunker in behind. The ball was just behind him. Ball across goal again. And there it is. It's a hat trick for Ibrahim Kasule. What an unbelievable night for the 21-year-old. 5-2 New York.
A Red Bulls goal.
Ibrahim Kasule not only took the sole spot of the all-time list in goals in New York Red Bulls 2 history, he now has a hat trick to boot. The smile says it all. And the 3 points and the top spot in the Eastern Conference is surely now for New York. 1 minute to go. Crown Legacy have fought valiantly. They've thrown numbers forward. Kasule, who comes back in after celebrating with his head coach. The Ugandan who spent the early part of his career with the Wakiso Giants in the Ugandan Premier League. Made the transition and was part of the Next Pro Best 11 last season. 3 goals on the night. And now 27 goals for New York Red Bulls 2 in his 3 seasons. It could get a little uglier here for Crown Legacy. Donka. Cambridge wins it back. And there will be 4 minutes of added time.
The fourth official has indicated that there will be a minimum of 4 minutes.
It was an offensive onslaught.
At the end of the half.
The first half, pure entertainment. The second, pure dominance by New York. The 2-2 halftime scoreline seems a little bit long ago for Crown Legacy, who certainly can take major positives from tonight. But considering that conceded 5 goals after only conceding 13 in the first 10 games of the season, will be the, I think, biggest disappointment for head coach Gary Dicker and his coaching staff. Drago playing it long, and trickle out of play. Coming up next for Crown Legacy, they get about 11 days off before they have to travel to Philly. Go up against one of the best scoring team in the league, Philadelphia Union 2. There'll be 3 straight away games after today. They then go to Huntsville and then Chicago on the 20th and 29th of June. For New York, the tasks don't get any easier. It'll be quite a titanic battle against Chattanooga on the 15th. That one will be at home. It will be in New Jersey, so certainly tune into that one on Apple TV Season Pass. Then they'll be on the road to Carolina Core and then back at home against FC Cincinnati to close out the month. New York Red Bulls 2 will certainly be eyeing the first MLS Next Pro title. Made the playoffs in 23, missed out in 24. And I think it's fair to say that playoff berth is looking ever more likely. Austin Corsi making his first start for New York Red Bulls tonight. Give them a lot of credit, especially in the second half, has remained calm and composed. Big shoes to fill with Aiden Stokes going on international duty. Certainly lived up to the billing. Here's Timothy Logan. He gets brought down. And as the seconds tick by, that could do it. Cambridge. Rita. Singh at the back post. Chest down by Mehmeti. As we tick over the 4th minute of added time. The referee blows the final whistle. What a night for New York Red Bulls 2. 5-2 the final score. And certainly the man of the match is Ibrahim Kasule. A hat trick for the Ugandan. It was quite the performance. He put New York Red Bulls up by 2-0. That was the goal that put him onto 25 goals all time. Cool as you like from the penalty spot to make it 26. And then to put the cherry right at the top of the cake. He gets the ball played across to him, and once again, cool as you like. 27 goals. He is the all-time leading goal scorer in New York Red Bulls 2 history. What a fantastic night in Matthews, North Carolina. Crown Legacy fought valiantly, but in the end, the final score was Crown Legacy 2, New York Red Bulls 2, 5. For our entire MLS Next Pro broadcast crew, I'm Nicholas Whaley. Thank you again, and have a wonderful evening.
This copyrighted broadcast of Major League Soccer may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Major League Soccer.